What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of Sharp Shorts. Let's get right to it. So, the story of the week is obviously Aba getting exposed for being a massive fraud. At this point, it's pretty clear to me that he has lied about how he moves. He's lied about his tendencies. He's lied about his morals, his integrity, but worst of all, he completely lied about his character. And watching him try to mitigate the damage that this has done to his reputation is actually getting quite sad. He's already made his response to LIbby, members only, and he's going to do another live stream, looks like it's about 5.5 minutes from the recording of this video because, quote, "It's mostly lies, don't worry, be ready, because y'all gonna laugh at how goofy she is once I play those recordings." Guys, it is getting so bad that they have already turned off the comment section to that live video. I mean, this is ThreatCon Delta, gentlemen. AbaNPreach are literally fighting for their YouTube lives at this point, but I think it's fair to say that they're probably fighting a losing battle. I think it's over for these guys. And the really sad thing about this is that everyone around them seems to know this except for them. They actually think they're going to survive this, but I don't think they will. For the last 5, 6, 7 years or however long it's been, this man Aba has done absolutely nothing but prey on the downfall of others, sensationalizing and lying about people and things he knows nothing about, and backstabbing anyone and everyone he has had anything to do with. And he's done all of this while simultaneously taking a position of moral superiority. Now, there are many, many elements to this entire saga that unequivocally proves that what we talk about in this corner of the internet is absolutely true. One such element that I'm not sure that people are giving as much attention to as they should is the fact that this man got finessed. This dude allowed a woman with the body of an IG model destined for OF and a face like Sneeko to scam him out of at least $10,000. And before supporters of his jump in the comments and talk about why I'm wrong, allow me to shut you losers up immediately. But before I do that, let me quickly remind you that I will be reacting to the phone call that LIbby made public that completely exposes Aba as a literal fraud who is absolutely nothing like he portrays himself to be on his channel. This is going down at 3 p.m. Pacific, so make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss today's live, because it is going to be absolutely surgical. Okay, so if you look at your screen, the message from Aba to LIbby reads, quote, "If you feel bad, feel free to resend me every penny I spent on your blanking self. There's another $9,674 left in USD. Then he continues, "But we already know the kind of person you are. You won't, but I'd feel a little less stupid if I had spent money investing to see everybody's girl." So let's just take this one step at a time here. First off, he admits to spending at least $9,674 on this girl in some way, shape, or form. You can clearly see it right there on the text message. Dude, honestly, dude probably knows exactly how much he spent on this chick down to the penny. Secondly, you can see right under the amount that he texted that he is beginning to realize who and what LIbby is. And he admits to feeling that he would feel a little less stupid if he hadn't spent a bunch of money on a woman who gets around. Aba got finessed, guys. This woman quite literally scammed him out of at least $10,000. And if she continues doing these interviews with Marquette, if she keeps putting out these videos, if she keeps making their text messages public, we're going to find out just how much she got him for. And honestly, who knows what he spent money on her for? It could be flights, meaning he might have flown her out. It could be gifts. It could be trips. It could be anything. We don't know. But what we do know is that it is clear that LIbby targeted Aba long before he even realized he was getting got. And this text message gives us insight as to when he may have finally started putting the pieces together. In fact, that last message in that thread that I showed on the screen says, quote, "If you want to talk, send me my money back," which, to his credit, it sounds like he is starting to think a little bit more logically. But then you can also see that he knows he's not going to see a dime from her. So he's starting to realize who and what she really is. Guys, this is why we teach you that understanding women is the most important thing that you can do as a man in the West if you want to successfully date here in the 2020s. And to clarify, game, that is shorthand for understanding female nature and using that female nature to not just build and maintain attraction, but to avoid the pitfalls that come with dealing attractive women. Okay. Game is not about playing games like women do. All right. Game is just it's just a one word representative of what we characterize as winning with modern women romantically. This is why we've always told you guys that game trumps all. And for years and years, we've had people in our own community telling everyone that all it takes is money, status, looks, celebrity, and clout. And the women will just line up, just hoping against all hope for a chance to obey your every command. But as Aba has shown us here, nothing could be further from the truth. And guys, there are countless examples of men with more money, more status, more celebrity, more influence, more clout, being humiliated by the women in their lives. Will Smith, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Tom Brady, the list goes on. Hell, even Matt Barnes, former NBA player Matt Barnes, got scammed out of something like 50 or 60K by an AI model. And people sit here and wonder, well, how the hell does this even happen? And the simple answer is that these men lack the requisite knowledge and experience with women to understand that there is no such thing as a woman who loves unconditionally. Will, Elon, Bezos, and Captain America are all perfect examples of women loving opportunistically. And we've been telling you guys this for years. Well, in this particular text message exchange, Aba appears to be on the verge of understanding how modern women really operate. And unfortunately for him, this is probably going to be the end of his YouTube career because he has spent his entire content creation life telling anyone and everyone how knowledgeable he is about modern women, while also telling us that we don't know what we're talking about. So here's my question to you, chat. Okay, how much do you really think he spent on this girl? How much do you guys really think she got him for? Because we know it was at least $9,674. And we also heard her say out of her mouth that she paid him back $2,000 for something. So what's the number, guys? What is it? 10, 15, 20K, more than that? And here's another question. What exactly do you think he spent the money for? Was it flights, gifts, trips, the fake abortion that she claims to have had? Let me know in the comments. At the end of the day, guys, when all the smoke clears and we see this entire situation for what it really is, all roads lead to Aba getting straight up finessed by a woman who clearly targeted him, took advantage of his scarcity mindset, psychologically destroyed him, and took him for at least $10,000. Like I said, guys, there are many elements to this story, but I think one of the main themes of Aba's downfall is that he was tricked by a woman who is likely going to end up on a pay-for-play website. Oh yeah? Well, Daisy Chen is selling her body too. She's on OF, didn't you see? Yes, you guys are right. Daisy is now selling pictures of her butthole on a shady website. But the two main differences in those situations are that A, Fresh has thrived since that scandal, while nobody is ever going to take Aba seriously again, and B, Fresh smashed Daisy for free. Aba had to pay LIbby. And that, my friends, is game. Thanks for watching.